Okay, good afternoon everybody. This is FFXIV continuing my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. And where we left off, we had just done our first dungeon, and now I believe we're on our way to the Moblins. So, that's where we're gonna go. We left off around here. Many fires. Okay, and Wuklamot is over here. Oh, here's a Moblin. Flanochek. Greety words, Lowlander. Does Lowlander want to think you know more about many fires? I love the way they talk. What kind of place is this? Many Fires is rest place for travelers and traders on long walks from Tuliolau to the far south and backwise. Usually, long walkers stop here after climbing the big stairs, but now the big stairs are broken, so the folk flow has stopped. Flanochek hopes the big stairs are quick fixed, so every mobby can gather around the fires and eat sizzle meat together again. What do you do here? Flanochek is happy greeter to many fires. She happy greets travel traders and treats them to the most turn-gliding barbecue. Travel traders thank Flanochek for her kindness with jingly shine, or even better wise, with tasty meat. They're so cute. And up here we have, oh, time to check on our supplies. Swipo stick. Many warm-hearted welcomings to many fires. Swipa stick wishes you a comfy feeling stay. Where are our comrades? Here they are. I talked to everybody before. Yeah, I did. Okay, let's continue then. Leaking work pot. Erenville is concerned about the dangers on the road. The Moblin settlement of Earthenshire is not far from here, but be warned, the road we'll be taking is a favored hunting ground for bandits. With the stairs currently impassable, there will be fewer travelers, meaning the brigands will be desperate for victims to ambush. Although, considering present company, I suppose my concern is unwarranted. Bandits on the road? What have Zorauja and the Landsguard been doing? Seems like it's up to me to restore order to the area. And off she goes again. For now, we'll head west and aim for the bank of the second river. Oh, are there plants to harvest here? Not for me, it seems. Okay, so where are we going? Oh, quite a ways away. Okay. Vidalja. Doesn't look like the caravan to Earthenshire will be leaving anytime soon. Perhaps the Moblins might slip me a few gil to keep the nasties from the gates while I wait. Ooh, what's this over here? Oh, this is where the stairs used to be. Or rather are, but just are broken. Yep. And it's quite a mess. I wonder if they'll fix it in the expansion. Or if it's just going to be permanently broken. Here we have an alpaca keep. There we go, now registered. Got those Widowmakers over there. Weird, like, aardvark creatures or something. Oh, here's... oh. Well, hello there. Anyway. Discovered a new location. Why is it always cloudy whenever I'm here? Oh well. Oh shoot, I should be looking for ether currents to the west. Okay. Darn it, I probably should have been looking back there. Well, I'm sure I'll be back there again later. Oh, still more waterfalls though. How about now? 185 yalms to the west, okay. Getting close to in view. Oh, I see. This is the river which feeds the waterfalls above Okanu. The bandits' lair is said to be somewhere near here, but I'd prefer we avoid seeking out trouble. Again and again, I am struck by the majesty of the falls. It is difficult to comprehend the sheer volume of water this natural wonder produces. I felt eyes on us several times as we made our way here, though they soon seemed to lose interest. Well, where are these bandits? Apparently they're not foolish enough to attack a party of this size. Earthenshire is just a little farther ahead, on the opposite bank of Miakabek Zoma. But let's remain vigilant all the same. What about now? Oh, I see it. What are these things? Oh, these are the swamp monks. Oh, weird. They're like fish birds, or bird fishes. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Oh, to the south. Well, I'll take a little detour then. Okay, can't go in the water, so it must be over here. Or can we go in the water? Oh, we can. Southeast. So it's probably on the island over there. But this place would be pretty without the fog. Or prettier without the fog. Yep, there's an ether current. Go. Where else? 440 to the west. Okay. There's still quite a bit. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll keep going. Discovered a new location again. Nice. Oh, looks like we have marbles. What are they called here? No, just Turali Marlborough. Oh wait, southwest. between these guys. I see boats. So somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. No, crashed boats. Okay. Northwest. Okay. Wonder what happened here. Can we cut through here? Good, looks like we can. The glossed-fired bank. Oh, jungle iguana. Apparently I need to kill those. Let's switch to ninja real quick. There we go. I had to keep my ninja leveled up as well because my retainers are all ninjas, and if I want them to level up, I need to level myself up too. So, if you're curious why I'm switching between jobs. I love the fields here. Not the fields, I guess the foresty areas. So pretty. And here we come to Earthenshire. This is an interesting looking place. So this is Earthenshire. Goodness me, it's like the entire village is made of pottery. Not another claimant in sight. Does that mean we're ahead or behind? Even as Hanu culture is distinct from the Vanu, Moblin society has developed quite differently to that of their goblin cousins. And of course it's raining. Oh well. This is it, the village where the lay of pots from the Tuliolal saga took place. Earthenshire. Eorzean. Might the similarity be a cultural inclination, I wonder? The settlements themselves can be more different, though. This shire appears custom-built to resemble pots, while the other is a repurposed town. Welcome to Earthenshire. Do I have the pleasure of happy greeting the third promise and her retinue? That's us. We're looking for the Dawn Servant's Elector, if you happen to know who that is. Oh, that's an interesting sound. You are exchanging tongue flaps with her right now. Redrock is the Elector you seek. Oh, that's helpful. We can cut straight to performing the feat. As much as Redrock would like to do just that, we have a much more pressing worry. The storm which hit our village shattered the cliffs and dropped rocks in our brain cases. Many help hands for the potsworn were injured. This is no time for feats or metal tests. Sorry to hear that. After learning what the storm did to the stairs, I feared you'd been caught in its path. Not to change the subject, but what are the potsworn? Goldsmiths, contracted to work for the Moblins. The word comes from the pot-like workshops where they practice their craft. The Moblins provide these potsworn with tools, materials, living quarters, everything the artisans could possibly need. This allows them to concentrate on producing what is widely known as the finest gold and metalwork in Tyrol. This is unacceptable. I was promised no distractions. Oops. If this is the best they can offer, I should have never left Wachu Meki. Grumpy. You see, the potsworn desert us. Without enough healthy help hands, we are failing to uphold our side of the potpact. Should all our potsworn leave, Earthenshire will grind to a halt. We have to do something, and do it soon. Then let us stand in for the injured helpers. It would give me the chance to learn more about your people and your village, and if it brings us closer to beginning the feat, then all the better. This isn't strictly part of the contest, so don't feel obligated to join in. Take a rest while you can. Of course I'll help. I was hoping you'd say that. I actually wasn't sure I could do this on my own. We'll all help. I doubt any of us could just sit around and watch. We'll take every help hand we can get. Ready Rock Truth swears that once the potsworn have their perfect workshops again, we will commence the feat with all haste. You and the third promise can assist help hand Rackarock. You other four, follow Ready Rock. There are other help hands in need of help of hand lending. I really appreciate you pitching in. I meant what I said at many fires. There'll be no more feigning strength. No more playing at being an invincible promise. If there's one thing I've learned on this journey, it's how practiced you are at aiding those in need. And I mean to make the most of having such an incredible mentor at my side. Aww, that's really sweet. Now, let's find this Rackarock fellow and see what we can do for him. No, actually, first, let's attune. I think they had fun working on this place to make the ceramic look so shiny. The developers, that is. We have a pocket keep. There we go. Where are we coming from? Oh, right here. Okay. Local merchant. These places are actually really cute. Let's see. What does the equipment look like here? Mountain linen. I wish you could filter by your job class here. Small quality of life. I would appreciate it. Ooh, that's cool looking. Very green. Okay. Tarnotic. Happy welcome to Earthenshire. How can Tarnotic hand help? What kind of place is this? Earthenshire is a Moblin thinky thing, built with Moblin claycraft. Now it is home to both we Moblins and the potsworn, to whom we offer our home and our hand help. Potsworn are master crafters all, and with our hand help, they make many, many masterpieces. For our play part, we make much, much jingly shine. What do you do here? Tornotik is a help hand. Help hand's job is to help hand craft hands with whatever they need to complete their ask tasks to the best of their tricksy skill. Must provide the perfect comfy feeling workspace for craft hands, but not too comfy feeling, or craft hands will not handcraft. Need to find the right balance between stress soothing and pokey prodding. Oh, it's a deep well. Oh, I can't go inside. Can we go in any of these places? No. Oh, Vendavak. Every day we Moblins are full-handed, sweat-browed, and foot-rushed helping our potsworn. But when we see the tricksy treasures that they crafts make for us, it is all worthwhile. Oh. Blacksmithing, goldsmithing, and beds. You seem tired. Flare a flick. Gold and glitter stones are all the rage, I've heard. It is a very important mob duty to find the perfect craft stuff for our potsworn. Moblin help hands are always wide eyes and big ears for new sources of good grade craft stuff. Ooh. Oh, there's red rock. This is no time for metal tests. The help hands are frantic. The potpacts must be upheld. Tempatrick? What will the crowning of the new Dawn Servant mean for Earthenshire? Tempatrick wonders. She heart hopes there will still be a place for potsworn and help hands in the new Tural. The Great Stairs collapsing really is a nightmare. Goodness knows when or how we'll be able to secure passage back to Tulialal, nor if there'll be any profit to be made at the end of it. I think we found our help hand. First we'll solve this problem for the Moblins, then we'll see about completing their feat. Rakarok can't meet his obligations without more help hands. The pot pact is broken, and the pots are emptying. You've come to aid Rakarok? Rakarok accepts your hand lending with joyous feel smiles. If we can offer the potsworn their promised good living, we might save the day yet. Whatever you need. Lending a help hand. What Rakarok needs is for new help hands to create good living for potsworn Kahe. The help hand assigned to Kahe was hurt during the rock rain, so Rakarok took over. But he knows nothing of Kahe. What does Kahe want? What does Kahe need? Help hands do not bother the potsworn with straight asks. Our job is to observe and anticipate, to prepare things with guest think. Please, guest think with Rakarok. Find out what Kahe is lacking, so we can provide it. You can count on us. Oh, and new quest available. Kahe is only one of many potsworn in need of caretaking. We work through the night with no sleep and no rest, but there are too few of us to go around. This is where Kahe works, is it? Let's take a peek inside then. That must be Kahe. It'd be a lot quicker if we could just talk to him, but that's not the way they do things around here, apparently. We'll have to leave him be and try our hand at some guest think. Inspect the workshop. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out, blah 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 blah. Excuse us while we stare at you while you're sweltering in this heat. Worn goldsmithing tools. Those tools are looking pretty worn down. Maybe it's time for some new ones? It must be boiling sitting so close to the furnace, and there's no airflow to speak of. How can anyone work in that stifling heat? Well, he has no shortage of crafting materials. There must be something else he's missing. Ooh, that looks yummy. He's barely touched his meal. That dish is meant to be eaten hot or it loses its savor. Alright, after taking a good look, I think I have an idea of what things Kahe might want to improve his working conditions. Let's head back outside and talk to Rakarak. Come on, let's share what we observed with Rakarak. You made your observations? What did you guess think? First off, I noticed Kahe hasn't touched his food, and an empty belly can't be good for his concentration. Maybe the cooking isn't to his liking? But our food is very mouth-pleasing. Why wouldn't he want to eat it? Arg, but Rakarak is sure of nothing when it comes to Kahe's tastes. I can help you with that. My brother Kona is also Hitsaro, and while everyone has their personal preferences, there are some they tend to share. Like an aversion to piping hot dishes. If it was brought to him like that, Kahe probably wouldn't have been able to eat it until it cooled down, and by the time he came back to it, he might have found it cold and unappetizing. The simplest solution is to serve dishes that taste good no matter the temperature. Rakarak would never have thought of that. Would the third promise mind explaining things to our cook? Not at all, but I don't think that was the only reason Kahe couldn't concentrate. The Hetsaro homeland is hot and dry, but even Kahe seems to be suffering in front of that furnace. Is there any way that you could cool down the workshop? Oh, we could try a drafty shard. They make a lovely breeze. Do you know where we can get one of those? You can gather them from the Shoals of No Return. There are many old boats there, abandoned by those who gave up on their search for the Golden City. So we salvaged them from the wrecks. Could you handle that for us, Averick? Oh, and one more thing. From what I could tell, Kahe's files and saws and things were very worn down. Maybe a new set of tools is in order? Ah, Rakarak was too preoccupied with stocking materials, a serious oversight which he will rectify. Supplying good tools for good living is a help-hand's responsibility. Then we all have work to do. We can meet back here when our tasks are done. The Shoals of No Return are past the crags, through a tunnel southeast of here. You should be able to spot the passage from just outside the village. Yep, actually that's how I came into the village. And in the meantime, let's grab a few other quests. Let's block out this one for now. Where's this person? Oh, inside here. Bagnobrock. Bagnobrock is on the lookout for a wide-walking adventurer. You are an adventurer, are you not? One who wide-walks from place to place? If you intend to wide-walk too many fires, could you give this to Mobby friend Swipostic? Bagnobrock forgot to overhand it last time he visited. Naturally, your service shall receive its just reward. Just one warning word. Do not hold nose close. Very stinky stuff. Is it their cheese? Okay, so I need to be heading back in that direction again. Ooh, lots of fates over here. Okay. Flaraflick. Twinkle, twinkle, little stones. Flaraflick has an easy chore for a willing adventurer. Ah, a visitor. What brings you to our underbearing abode? A love of all things arty and crafty, perchance? Then perhaps you would stoop to assist us in our craft work. The task Flaraflick begs of you is but a cake piece, to collect sparkle stones from the riverbank in Miakabekzu. Come, lend him your land sketch, that he might finger-point where such marvels have heretofore been found. Though it is not hard fixed that you will find any, all depends on the flighty fields of great and boundless Ihuikatumu. All Flaraflick can say for certain is that if you do find any, you will surely be glad-faced. Ooh, and we have a triple triad person here. Warsawak. Let's try a couple rounds. Warsawak's potsworn is not only a craftsmaster, but also a cardmaster, always playing triple triad, and always beating Warsawak. Need to play train more to be a good fight friend for potsworn. Will Lowlander play train with Warsawak? Sure. Nope, I probably should have looked at what the words were. Dissension, insane. Uh-oh. I forget how that roll works. Okay, we won, but we did not get the card, so let's keep going. Oof. Oh, the rules changed. I missed that. Oh, that was a bad move. Oh, it's a roulette, that's why. Now it's Ascension. Ah. But still no card. Oh, now it's reverse. Oh dear, that's not good for me. Lower numbers flip higher numbers. That's going to be confusing. Okay. Actually, no, this could still work to our advantage. Okay. Yay. Still no card, though. Now it's Dissension. That's fine. Oops. There we go. Still no card. Oh, no card again. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Hopefully I blocked that from the mic. Sudden death. What's that roll again? Oh, interesting. Aha. Darn, still no card. Reverse again. In that case... Still no card. There we go. Moblin card. Oh, they include the card numbers there now. I don't think that was there before. So what does that have to tell us about the Moblins? Moblin. Making its home in the dense forest Kozamauka, this eccentric clan of expert miners and gatherers shares a common ancestry with the Goblins. They make their living by providing contracted artisans, their potsworn, with ample crafting materials and ensuring a perfect working environment for the creation of profitable masterpieces. Okay. And then... who's over here? Press to pick. Broken vessels. Press to pick his damp eyes over his pulverized pots. Whoa, is Press to pick. Who can help poor Press to pick? Lowlander can help poor Press to pick? Lowlander must help poor Press to pick. Earlend me, Lowlander. Press to pick has one of the finest earthenware collections in all of Earthenshire. But then a storm comes, and all his precious pots go smash shards. Need Crafty make replacement pots, but Press to pick is too busy shard sweeping to return to the dig site to collect dig stuff. Will Lowlander collect dig stuff, Press to pick? Need good pot craft clay and fine flux feldspar. It's already updug and carry bagged. All that he asks is that you bring it back from the cave near the Yokai Prey Place. Ooh, where's that at? Up there? Okay. No, this has us running all around. Oh, I should check. Northwest. Oh good, we're heading northwest eventually. Vantage point. Oh, look who it is. You're Everick, aren't you? What brings you out here? Ah, the issue with caring for the potsworn. When they approached me with that same problem, I suggested they commission artisans in Charlian instead. The quality of craftsmanship would be guaranteed, after all. However, the Moblins did not care for the idea. Surely, it would be more effective to engage a uniformly trained collective. I cannot understand their fixation on individual contracts. Perhaps the custom will make more sense once we begin the feat of pots. Until then, we've been deemed unfit to assist in the matter of help hands, and are instead tasked with tending the injured. We were on our way back from procuring herbs for Eorzean, in fact. Settlements in Kozamauka, too, have been isolated by the storm's destruction. What would have become of the wounded had we not found a way here? Should I become Dawn's servant, one of my first acts would be to establish reliable trade routes to the capital. When I imagine how much good we can achieve with Charlian technology... My apologies. I have much to consider. If you'll excuse us. We'll meet again soon, I'm sure. Take care, Everick. Spot the tunnel opening, head through the passage to the shoals of no return, and recover the drafty shard. Okay. Oh, stop training. So we're going over here, which is basically right where I was before. Fiery orange crystal. The crystalline shard is faintly warm to the touch. It does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. Bright green. I'm sure the green one is the one that I'm looking for, but just to look around. This crystalline shard feels damp in your hand. It does not appear to be the wind crystal you seek. That could also be because it's in the water. This crystalline shard emanates a soothing whisper of wind. It seems you found the crystal Rakarok sent you to salvage. Let's see. And basically we got a bunch of rocks in the way here. Can we swim around them? Probably not. But maybe we can. Ah. That is a nope. This is unswimmable water, apparently. I should double check. Nope. Far to the northwest. Okay, back through the cave. And then let's head to the northwest. Sorry, no time for you, iguana. What is that? Turali Netsack. Interesting. I mean, we've seen that model before, but still. Oh, they're all over the place here. Let's see. To the north. So that leads to Urkopacha. Can we actually go there, or is it going to prevent us? It's probably going to prevent us for now. But let's see. No, maybe not. No preference. Oh. Nope, we just make our way over here. Cool. Ooh. Bloodsucker. Ooh, you're interesting looking. Nope, this is where the giants are. Cool. Well, I'll just attune here just for now. Talk to the alpaca keep. And then we'll explore again later. Ooh, I like the music too. Wonder if the giants found the Golden City and it like gave them a reason to stop warring for the continent or something. That'd be an interesting twist. Oh. the north. Make them fade? Maybe. Probably not. Ooh, this is an interesting place. Oh. Let's just attract all of them. These attack swiftly. Maybe this was a bad idea. But I got it. Oh dear. Well, that was nice of them. Oh, what's this? Moblin Forager. Oh, now we have a gathering one. And now there's weevils. These weevils have a wide range of sight. And here's another one. we go. Now, what was our original purpose in coming here? I forgot, I just got distracted by the fate. Southwest. So over here? Oh, probably in there. Hello, Lesser Apollyon. I'm right here. Go. And... oh, I was expecting it to be in here. There we go. Southwest. Should be in view. Oh, up here? Oh, in there, apparently. Ooh, what is this place? Oh, this is where they mine, okay. Gotcha. Those are cool little lanterns. Stack of good pot craft clay. Go. Mission accomplished. And then we could circle back over here. Southeast. It's like way over here, I imagine. Does that mean that I have most of them? The currents. Oh, yeah, just missing one. Cool. Next we're heading over here. I'm kind of curious what the edge of the falls looks like, though. Oh. Okay, that's what it looks like. Wait, is that the edge of the falls? Oh, there's another layer down there. What's this place? Nope. Yep. No, just a ruined fortressy thing. Riverbank. You poke through the pebbles, but none of them appear to be particularly shiny. Oh, we're going all along the banks. Gotcha. Bird of Ligaka. No shinies. You poke through the pebbles and come across one with a beautiful iridescent sheen. Could this be one of those sparkle stones that Flare Flick told you about? Could be. And another pretty one. And what happened to you guys? You there, capable-looking stranger. We need your help. These fellows claim to be from the Wing of Reflection. They accused us of tax evasion and threatened to seize our wares. Something just doesn't add up about their story, though. I have an awful feeling they're the brigands the rumor spoke of. Can we count on your aid? What fellows? Two? Sure. Oh. Yeah, for this many of you guys, I think I'm gonna need to be a tank. Seem to be stunned. Yay! Thanks for driving away those bandits. The parcels are safe, and so are we. Time to gather up our inventory and head back to town. You have our thanks. You are welcome. Okay. Then, Sayana your prayers. We could probably make that one. Some gatherers out and about. Ooh, that looks spooky. What is that? What's a void sun doing out here? Countless men have fallen victim to Sayona, a vengeful spirit who lurks deep in the forest before brutally maiming them. Their tortured soul must be granted... Sorry, trying to read and fight at the same time. Eternal rest, or Kazama Uka will never know peace. Interesting. Yay, level 95. Okay. That means time to switch back to ninja for a while. And we might as well just teleport. Okay. And I remember Swipostic. A present from Babnabrock, you say? I wonder what it could be. Pungent pellets. Its aroma is a potent melange of armpit, excreta, and graveyard. Wow, that's something. Ah, what an incredible aroma. Surewise, this is... Yes, it is. The most far-famed of fancy tastes that Nomabe can resist. Why so wide-eyed, adventurer? Did Babnabrock not tell you what the present is? Supasta could tell, but it would be better coming from Babnabrock's word hole. You should ask him. Okay, let's use the ether compass. Oh, 651 to the south. That might be on the other side of it. But let's just go and see. Because that should be our last one, and then we can finally fly in this area. Well, after main story quest ones, at least. Nope, no, we can't keep going. So what's over here, I wonder? That's where the boat was. Dewspun Bank. Southwest. Got some bugs over here. Paper wasp. Huh, interesting. Oh, to the south. So it's up there? Need to find a way up. There we go. Is it just like on the other side up here or something? East. Oh, there it is. Probably just need to go through here, right? Yup. Oh well. Okay, and that's the last one, right? Yep, no other currents. Cool. Okay, so then there's just that region over there. And that means there's no other reason to run around, so let's just teleport back. Okay, flare flick. Well, strange face, did bounteous Ihui Katumu beam teeth upon you this day? Sparkly stone. Incredible! Not just one sparkle stone, but two! Ihui Katumu must happy like you indeed. We call these sparkle stones Ihui Katumu's tears. They downwash all the way from the source of the river, high up in the big hills, getting smaller and smaller, and shinier, till they finally upwash here. Flareflick says, finally, but this is only the first stage of their journey to greatness. Our potsworn cut them down to their twinkle cores, polish them till they shine like starlight, and fit them into their finest ear dangles and wrist blings. So now you know, Strangeface, our tinker work uses only the finest craft stuff. Pray peruse our wares, and be loose-pursed with their coin. But whatever you do, please don't lip-slip the location of the sparkle stones. It's an Earthenshire secret. Maybe you shouldn't just tell strangers that wander into your village how to do stuff, or what your secrets are. Press to pick. Did you find Press to Pick's dig stuff? Yes, we did. We got good pot craft clay. A fine grained clay that's perfect for producing pottery pots. And fine flux feldspar. The basis of the glazes that transform earthenware into something altogether much more heavenly. Big thanks, Lowlander. Press to Pick will craft you make new pots right away. Every mobby needs pots, and plenty of them. Where else would we keep our sell stuff? That is why every mobby here is a pot maker. No need to ask craft hands from mobby hands will do. But the time for lip flapping is over. The time for pot making has begun. Oh, wait for that. Bagno Brock, what is the secret of your smelly stuff? You gave the present to Swiftpustik? Many thanks. Swiftpustik was very happy feels about it. Babno Brock trusts. There isn't a moblin around who doesn't love rot tea, and Babno Brock's rot tea is very lip-smacky indeed. Put a pinch in a pot and boil it up, and the fester gas is enough to make any mobby's mask fill with eye water. Yes, rot tea of Babno Brock is very good stuff. Babno Brock knows exactly which finger clippings and back scratchings to make her the best brew. Ew. Why so big-eyed, adventurer? Do you want to try rot tea of Babno Brock for yourself? Sorry, but he gave it all to Swiftpustik. You'll just have to wait until next harvest. Ugh. That sounds gross. Rock. Is that a cool breeze Rakarok feels? I have the drafty shard. Yes, thank you for finding a drafty shard. Rakarok will add it to the new set of tools he brought. And I come bearing good food tidings. The cook has prepared a feast fit for the most discerning Hetzaro, and it's on its way here even as we speak. Let's go in and see what Kahi thinks of our efforts. I was wondering what occasion called for me to receive so many visitors. A fine meal, new tools, and a welcome source of cool air. Now I remember why I signed a potpact. I'm grateful for your kind considerations. Allow me a moment or two, and I'll reciprocate with a piece worthy of a potsworn. Sorry, I had to hydrate. And my avatar looks like he's having a seizure whenever that happens. An oil lamp to brighten the halls of Volak Shunsa. The craftsmanship satisfies Earthenshire's reputation for quality, I trust. Such luster, such brilliance. Truly a gift fit for the Dawn Servant. I'm glad you like it. Considering the time I've wasted till now, I hope to continue crafting at this improved pace. I have a contract to fulfill, after all. Forgive my interruption. Lamati, I am told the Elector has deemed the crisis past and is prepared to task us with the feat. That's great news! Thank you for letting me know. So this is the craft of a potsworn. It is indeed a masterful piece. Thank you for your words of praise, Second Promise. I drew inspiration from Kozamaoka's natural beauty, and sought to capture it in my work. I wondered why the Moblins did not simply build a workshop in the city, and now I have my answer. Even Charlene goldsmiths cannot easily replicate such exquisite artistry. One cannot create great things if one lacks creative impetus. To the aloud, fortunately, does not want for inspiration. Anyone wishing to learn the basics of a craft would do well to study it there. I was raised among Hetsaro, more traditional than most, and the shared ingenuity of Tyrell's various peoples was eye-opening. You lived as a traditional Hetsaro? I have few fond memories of nomadic life. The backstory cometh? Would that I could forget that time. I tried a serving of the dish we prepared for Kahe. It was so good, I had a second helping. That food wasn't for you, Wuplomat. Now my workspace is just the way I like it. I have inspiration oozing from every pore. Think that lantern was nice? Just wait till my next masterpiece. What was the food? Oh, like meat and veggie wraps, maybe? Looks yummy. Rakarok is very grateful to you. I thank you both for your hard work and clever guest think. When it comes to hand helping, knowing the potsworn really is important. Well, that's true for pretty much everyone you meet. It's a lesson I've had drummed into me several times already on this journey. Rakarok will see that potsworn Kahe's lustrous oil lamp is delivered to the palace at once. The Feat of Pots. Kona has details to share concerning the forthcoming Feat of Pots. The Elector bids the claimants assemble in the large building on the west side of the village. I will head over after finding Thancred and Urianger. I also ran into the Levior twins on the way here. I took the liberty of directing them to the venue. We're rivals. It's not his job to make sure I know the feat is starting. But even now, he's conscientious to a fault. Anyway, let's not keep Ready Rock waiting. I thought everyone would be here by now. Ready Rock thanks you for assisting Help Hand Rakarok. She will announce the feat once the other claimants arrive, so please be patient a little while longer. Oh look, it's sunny again. I'm happy to report that we were able to convince one of the potsworn to stay. How did you fare? So you managed to do the same. Splendid. Oh. Oh. Oh, Welcome to Earthenshire, First Promise. We support your plans for salt crossing and new potsworn they will bring. Hail the mighty Eorzean. He cleared many piles of rockfall as if they were pebble stones. The Eorzean son for the Dawn Servant. Eorzean was clearing fallen rocks? I'm surprised he would volunteer his time for anything unrelated to the contest. Oh dear. Well, well, we meet again. Just in time for the feat to begin. I bet he was already here, laying low while the rest of us did all the work. Claimant, your attention please. As Ready Rock has explained, many of our potsworn left us following the storm. The precious metalwork crafted by those artisans bring in much jingly shine from across the salt. Should our stream of trade goods dry up, Earthenshire will suffer. Tuliyola merchants will suffer. So Ready Rock sets you this feat. Each of you are to find one clever hand goldsmith to bring back here to us. So we're to recruit new potsworn. Makes sense for the feat of pots. Calling this a feat does not justify taking advantage of the claimants and their influence. How does finding workers for you demonstrate their worthiness for the throne? You are free to refuse Ready Rock's request. She will be happy to inform the Dawn Servant of Eorzean's disqualification. The right is a means to an end. The steps we take to get there are not important. Then Ready Rock declares the feat of pots begun. But remember, a pot pact must be agreed to willingly. No grab snatching or deceitful tongue flaps. The Elector said nothing of taking a willing artisan from a rival, which is exactly what we should do. Yeah. A fine suggestion, brother. I'm glad you think so, brother. Come, let us lay our plans. That nasty brute is up to something. Aye, he may seek to delay us again as he did on the river. We can but remain vigilant while we plot our course. What do you think, Wuklamot? Have you any candidates in mind to satisfy this feat? Oh, our friend from, the city, Tuliyola. I know some artisans amongst my supporters, but they're all in their twilight years. I couldn't ask them to give up the comforts of Tuliyola to live in this remote village, no matter how beautiful the scenery. Meanwhile, Kona probably has 100 young craftspeople to choose from. Not that I'm comparing us, you understand. That's just a statement of fact. But we have Fonjontaine. I suppose we could try asking around watching Meki Meki. That seems a logical place to start. Back to Tuliyola it is. Wait, does that mean we have to take the boat again? No! No, no, no! I can't do it. I can't stomach another boat ride. You said I should share my burden, so I will speak plainly. The truth is, I get really, really sick on boats. As if this was a surprise. Muglamat, this is hardly news. But it was brave of you to admit. In any case, we won't be fighting the current this time. Heading downriver will be much smoother. You will? Are you sure? I'm positive. Mostly. Oh, looks like we're back. What obstacle will Bakul Jaja throw at us next? Or will he try something more direct? Did we mention the potsworn in our care required a constant stream of encouragement in order to craft? The four of us must have chanted the same cheer dozens, if not hundreds of times. Erenville was scolded much more than once for not cheering loudly enough. Oh, that's obnoxious. Muglamat suffers such terrible bouts of seasickness. I wish I had a spell or potion that could ease her nausea. I have procured many unusual items for clients, but meeting the personalized needs of a potsworn is not an experience I'd care to repeat. Ugh. I need a moment. Upriver or downriver. Ihukatumu is too rough for me. The nausea is a bit more bearable now that I've stopped trying to hide it, but I'd still rather not set foot on a boat if I can help it. Alright. I think I'm ready. Let's see if Master Ropley can help us recruit a potsworn. Okay. Wachumekimeki is a gathering spot for skilled artisans of all kinds. If we're to find a potsworn candidate, I can think of no better place than to begin our search. So this is the Wachumekimeki that Muglamat was talking about. I had yet to make it this far in my wanderings. Surely at least one person will answer Muglamat's call for a potsworn. Maybe Master Ropley can help us. Erenville brought us here on our first tour of the city, but time did not permit us a close look. I should like to observe these masters at work. The fresh harbor air is just what I needed. Greetings, Third Promise. What brings you back to Wachumekimeki? You've not chipped your axe again, have you? No, Master Ropley. Actually, I have a favor to ask. So what do you think? Do you know of any craftsmen who might be interested? Filching my artisans for the Moblins, eh? Well, seeing as it's the Third Promise making the request, I'm willing to look the other way if one of them decides to take you up on the offer. Only, I can't think of a suitable candidate off the top of my head. Who do I know with a mastery of goldsmithing that would also have no qualms about relocating to Earthenshire? What of the Eorzean man who just started working here? Fonfontaine. You mean Fonfontaine? He did say he was employed at some fancy jewelry store across the salt. And considering the distance he's already come, I'd like to think he wouldn't mind moving a little up the river. That said, he's only just got himself a job. Is it too soon to ask him to sign a potpact? There's no harm in making the offer. Once he hears how well the potsworn are treated, he may even jump at the chance. Either way, you... Whoops. Sorry, nudged my mic there, I think. Either way, you won't find Fonfontaine at his workbench at this hour. He's finished for the day. Probably enjoying a meal over at Chevalier Tea. Tai? Then maybe we should go and talk to him. Just you and me, since he knows us. Wouldn't want him to feel intimidated by having to deal with a crowd of new faces. The two of us can handle this. Take a rest at the cabins if you like. Right. Let's go and see a man about a pot. Okay. Oops, that's not a shortcut. Oh, I should send my retainers out again. Go. And over here we go. Oh, that is a roof. No, here we go. I'm still not sure about this. Just ask him. Oh, Everick, you're here too. The third promise said she wanted to chat. I've just finished eating, so shall we find a quiet spot outside? The last time we talked on this beach, you were in a miserable state. Yes, I was, wasn't I? A lost soul, until the two of you came along and helped me rediscover my purpose. My new place of employment has been most welcoming, and for the first time in a long time, I feel content with my lot in life. That's wonderful. So what is it you wish to discuss? Well, it's hard to ask this right after you settled in, but I'm looking for someone to become a potsworn. Ah, I've heard my new colleagues mention the term. That's when an artisan signs a contract to work for the Moblins, isn't it? But you're not a Moblin. I'm not sure I understand. It's a feat for the right in succession. I need to bring a new potsworn into Earthenshire. So that is the way of it. We've barely met, and after pushing you to work at Wachumekimeki, I'm now demanding that you throw that away and sign a potpact instead. It's a selfish request, I know. I have something to tell you, Third Promise. The other day, I completed the necessary procedures for immigration. I'm pleased to say that I am now an official subject of Tuliolal. I've since endeavored to learn what I can of my new nation, beginning with the right of succession and its claimants, including you, of course. Now, you'll recall it was my father's example which led me to pursue goldsmithing. He was at East End when Garlean forces laid siege to the settlement, and in the ensuing chaos, he was slain. War took him from me in an instant, the man I loved and admired. I never wish to suffer such a loss again. And so, as much as I'm indebted to you for turning my life around, it is as a fellow peace-loving Tuliolan that I want you to win the throne. If I can help you achieve that by signing a potpact, then I shall gladly do so. Fonjantain, thank you. I shall return to Master Ropley and inform him of my decision. Allow me. I am the reason you're leaving, so I should be the one to deliver the news. Oh. Brookie-Vu. Perhaps you remember me. Brookie-Vu, the owner of Chevalier of Tai? I'd like a word if you don't mind. You're Wuklamat's ally from across the salt, right? And a hero of some renown too, if the gossip's to be believed. Well, as it so happens, I could use some heroic help. It doesn't need to be right now, but could you come by when you have a spare moment? Much appreciated. I'll be waiting for you at my shop then. Ooh, you can now gain access to role quests. Speak with Brookie-Vu at Chevalier of Tai, and pursue new adventures as you progress through the rite of succession. That sounds intriguing. Brookie-Vu has an urgent job for a courageous soul. Averick, I was wondering when you'd be along. Not a moment too soon either. I've got an urgent job that needs doing, and there's no one else I'd entrust it with. Of course, you'll be wanting to know the details. It's a long story, so why don't you grab a seat over there? I'll join you shortly. Now that we're all settled, allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Brookie-Vu, proprietor of Chevalier of Tai. As you know, my establishment is open to anyone. People hailing from across Tural, and sometimes further, come here to whet their appetite and slake their thirst. Given how we turn no one away, it's inevitable that a few bad apples might mix into my motley patrons, and therein lies the rub. A particularly rotten bunch was here not long ago. Sitting just over there, in fact, and having a conversation most foul. I thank you all for coming here, so far from your respective homes. Ooh, a mammoth. As this is the first time we have all gathered in one place, perhaps formal introductions are in order. I am... Welcome, welcome. What will you be having? Could we have a moment, please? We are in the middle of something very important. Now then, where was I? Oh yes, I am Apyahi. If you are sitting here now, it is because I have personally invited you to the Passage of the Unbound, my secretive, villainous order with ambitions to sow discord throughout the world? This is a little on the nose, isn't it? Villains do not often call themselves such. Nor do secret orders have their meetings in places where all eyes can see. Yes. What do you know? Your snide remarks only ruin my carefully constructed atmosphere. If I had time to think of a suitable slogan, you would understand that words are everything. But I digress. I invited you all here for one reason, to throw the world into a mire of chaos, and then watch its nations crumble. What else could we call ourselves if not villainous? My only interest is to punish all who've dared to mock and belittle me. So as long as I can achieve that, you can call me whatever you like. The rich, the powerful, the mighty, all shall be crushed under the weight of my ire. A grand design for a group of 6. Even if we manage to muster others to our side, there's a limit to what we can accomplish. I regret to say that you are right. At present we are bound and powerless. That is why, in order to raise our fists against our oppressors, we must find the strength to shatter our shackles. And in so doing, we shall become unbound. Like the birds soaring up above, we shall take flight and spread our wicked wings, staining the azure skies black. It's just raining. What is this group? But sometimes skies become treacherous with clouds, and even birds must rest. You speak of finding strength. Is that why we are here, to look for it? If so, then I pledge my aid. With newfound might at my beck and call, I shall win adoration known only by a hero. Your eagerness is heartening, and you are correct. The tools to make our goal a reality lay in Tural. Across this continent can be found certain artifacts which possess untold power. Did you say artifacts? Oh, I sense an adventurer's hunt for instruments of devious devilry ahead. Hee. My imagination is overflowing with images of the new forms my trickery might take. I dare say the world is not ready. Yes, well, to get to the heart of the matter, the objects are held by the disparate tribes which make their homes in the Tural continent, where they have been passed down through generations as sacred treasures. Whatever stories these people have attached to their so-called treasures matters not. Each contain the essence of fearsome beasts called Tural Vidral, and with them in our possession, none shall be able to stand against us. We shall take the objects for ourselves, bring them across the sea, and use them to undermine the nations far and wide. The means by which you each choose to do so, I leave in your hands. I only ask that you do not disappoint. I take it there are no questions? Then let the passage of the unbound open unto the world. We begin at once. didn't order a single thing. That's the long and short of it. What do you think? They left without ordering anything? Villainous indeed. It's right there in their name. They're unbound by manners and respect, and won't be welcome back here anytime soon. You, on the other hand, can stay as long as you like. Of course, we had a duty to report what we heard to the Landsguard. We did, but it didn't make a damn difference, because soon we learned those unwelcome guests had teeth. Oh, really? Not long ago, one individual from a remote tribe came here seeking help recovering a stolen relic. Then another came with the same story, then another, and so on. By the time we realized the passage of the Unbound was a real threat, they had one and all made their way across the sea with their ill-gotten gains. Each tribe has sent some of their own to recover what was lost, but being in strange lands, they're at a disadvantage. That's why I've been looking for someone who knows every corner of Eorzea and beyond. Now, I know you've business in Tyrol, or else you wouldn't be here in the first place. But if you could take the time to hear Ra Majun out, you'd be doing a service to many who could really use a helping hand. Ra Majun and I have been searching for someone who can help these poor souls. If you're willing to be that someone, go on and speak with her. Greetings. Allow me to thank you personally for lending your assistance in this matter. We've been quite desperate for someone suitable. Greetings, Ra Majun. At risk of becoming a daily nuisance, I must ask, have there been any developments you might share? A nuisance? I perish the thought. You've come just in time, in fact. None other but the vaunted Averick has agreed to aid the search. Finally, a fortunate turn. So long as our sacred treasures are in wicked hands, our home shall know no peace. Say nothing of the danger they pose to other nations. If these thieves really do intend to stir up chaos across the seas, then you had better depart on the next ship. But before you do, it might be proper to introduce you to those who have come to Tuliyollal in search for aid. Loa Zeniqui there comes from a village far to the north. A single warrior cannot hope to withstand the power of her tribe's relic, so she requires a stout protector, someone that can be leaned upon when times are darkest. The heirloom that Nyipain must recover afflicts terrible maladies upon his victims. He seeks someone who commands great healing magics to counteract this effect. The search for Shashipya's tribal treasure has been entrusted to a peerless hunter. She now requires someone to act as a frontline fighter who can distract her target while her bow takes deadly aim. And lastly, there is Suhi, who knows little about her people's ancient artifact aside that it must not fall into the wrong hands. She seeks a mage of great power, but anything beyond that lies shrouded in mystery. Aren't you forgetting someone, Rohoja? Your crisis is just as pressing, even if you won't say so yourself. Rahalja. Oh, Rahalja hails from further south than even Mamuk, and has traveled many days and nights in search of someone who can strike down their prey from afar. It's the only way to escape the effects of his village treasure. Did I get that right? Indeed, indeed. I do get so forgetful in my old age. Thank you, Rahalja. 5 tribes, 5 stolen treasures. All are waiting for the aid of a brave soul. Hopefully that can be you, Avrik. Of course, I'll share all that I know on the matter. You only need to ask. And know that I will not hold it against you should you choose to assist only those for whom your talents are best suited. So long as you do what you can, the people of Tural, and maybe even further, will be in your debt. You now have gained access to the role quest for Dawntrail. A separate questline and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. Speak with the people of Tural gathered in Shibali of Tai, and assist them with recovering their stolen treasures. Huh. I wouldn't have expected that that group actually would have any success. I was going to say, let's not worry about them. Well, might as well start one of them. Shashapya. The hunter and the hunted. Shashapya seeks an adventurer who likes getting up close and personal. Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Brook Evu. Willing to lend a hand? I am truly grateful. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Shashapya, and I've traveled far from my village in the forests of Shak Tural in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations, my people have watched over the Dreamweave Cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the Swallowtail Tural Vidral is sealed. Ooh. Before its ascension, the Swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of a more threatening... Let's try that again. Before its ascension, the Swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived, day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder, too, may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instant, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin-blade-wielding viper, or a savage Barax with claws and fangs to gut whomever so they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest, for though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Itaka, to ensure it is reclaimed. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation, and assist Itaka with retrieving the cocoon. As long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. We're actually probably closer to that side of the world now that we're in Tural. Well, maybe not. Leave it to me. Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks. Upon arriving in the eastern land, search for a Vieira woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. Seems tricky. Let's see, should we go do that now? Or continue the main story? I think I'll save the role quest for a later day. So for the moment, let's hide that one for now. Going back over here. I see you managed to find Fontaine. It feels ungrateful to leave so soon after Master Ropley granted me employment, but surely he'll understand. I do this for the future of Tuliolal. Master Ropley, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but, Fontaine has agreed to sign the potpact, yes? Well, it is a shame to lose a capable goldsmith. To have one of our own handpicked to serve the third promise is a great honor for Wachumekimeki. I appreciate your understanding. Of course, if you happen to know other talented artisans, regardless of their expertise, I hope you send them my way. It could even be yourself, if you're so inclined. I'll keep that in mind. Though my time here was brief, I will not forget your kindness, Master Ropley. I am blessed to have these workshops as be my first home in Tuliolal. Come back to us if the Moblins cut you loose. You'll always have a job at Wachumekimeki. I expect you'll want to leave for Earthenshire as soon as possible. I'll go and pack my things. What became of Fontaine? Were you able to find him? We did, and he's agreed to become a potsworn. We'll leave when he's ready, but you still have a little time. Splendid. We shall meet you anon. I had plenty of reasons to win the contest, but now I have one more. Fontaine's putting his faith in me, and I won't let him down. You may now unlock deliveries for Wachumekimeki. Speak to Ropley and pursue new endeavors as you progress through the rites of succession. Here we go. Wrought in Wachumekimeki. Ropley hopes you're the artisan he's been looking for. Well, but as an Averick. Forgive me, but I couldn't help but notice the tools you're carrying on your person. You wouldn't happen to be a skilled tradesman, would you? As I mentioned when you visited alongside the Third Promise, Wachumekimeki is in dire need of skilled artisans like Fontaine. A number of our shops are beset with problems, large and small, you see, and having the assistance of one such as you would be most welcome. Of course, a service rendered is a service paid for, and we've plenty of scrips with which we can fill your pockets. Procuring supplies from the open seas has brought no small number into my possession, and I understand the currency is also used extensively across the salt. With that said, I'd first like to introduce you to the folks you'll be working with. You needn't decide right away, of course. Take your time to consider my offer, and come speak with me again once you've made up your mind. I've made up my mind. Come to take up my offer, I see. Just one last thing before we go. In the language of my people, Wachumekimeki means House of Countless Beads. I see the market as a home, where folks of all kinds may come, connect, and carve out a niche for themselves. Please bear this in mind, as you might encounter things to which you are not accustomed. Now then, off we go. Good, that's nearly everyone. I thought it best they were aware who you are before you show up on their doorstep offering your services. Let's go in order, shall we? Starting with Shiral Soj Metalwares, Shoj, these names, deal in all things metal, particularly when it comes to daily necessities. Unfortunately, she's been recently confronted with an issue that's put her very reputation at stake. She seeks a metalworker that understands the importance of punctuality. Next we have Epistles by Pamika, whose eponymous owner pens official documents, transcribes letters for those who cannot do so themselves, and more. She's presently in need of one skilled in treating parchment, textiles, leather, and the like. Giroja Juicecraft serves some of the most unique beverages I dare say one will ever encounter. It's just a shame no one's lining up to drink them. If you've any expertise with the culinary arts or alchemy, I would love for you to assist her in revitalizing her shop. Fish Fancy's Donuhanu is a bit of an eccentric establishment. You see, Donuhanu deals in fish that he fancies. Unfortunately for him, his tastes are a touch too unconventional for your average customer, and he's anxious sales may not pick up. As for Shunyi's Apothecary, I regret to say its owner was unable to spare even a moment for introductions. That said, if you fancy yourself a miner or gatherer, you'll undoubtedly find his wares of great interest. Shunyi deals in all sorts of curious flora and minerals, you see. Alas, his sole employee appears to be in poor shape, and I grow more worried about the store by the day. I believe that covers everything, more or less. It is my wish that both customers and shop owners feel mutual satisfaction with their transactions in the market, that this house of countless beads may shine more brilliantly than ever. With your help, I believe that wish will come true. I look forward to seeing what you accomplish, Everick. You may now undertake Wachumekimeki deliveries. Seek out shopkeepers in need of aid and lend them a helping hand to make the markets a brighter place, one store at a time. Okay. So now we got that unlocked. Might as well pick up our first quest. Hello, Raoul Soj. Your friendly neighborhood metalworker. Raoul Soj seems relieved to see you. Ah, must be my lucky day. You're Everick, the artisan ropely roped in, aren't you? It's a pleasure. Name's Raoul Soj, and I'm the proprietor of this here shop. From pots to knives, if it's used on the daily and made of metal, I smith it. There's one code I live by, and it's never to keep a customer waiting. As soon as an order comes in, I do my damnedest to have it ready as soon as able. Can't have folks living their lives without their proper utensils, see? Won't say that the speed don't come at a price. My goods come quality assured, but they ain't always pretty to look at. Once upon a time, it might be that I aspired to meld metalware even a Dawn servant would be proud to use. But that was a childish dream. Oh, a childish lass. Reality ain't so sweet. Better to leave the fancy fineries to the Moblins. I ain't ashamed to admit their craftsmanship knows no equal. But I ain't ashamed of what I do either. Knowing that my goods are needed is what gets me up in the morning. What I'm trying to say is, I win my custom by providing fast and reliable service. And I need your help to give them that. I have a bit of an embarrassing problem on my hands, see? I had a young lass come to me asking for work a little ways back. She claimed to have experience working metal, so I figured why not? With a new hire, I thought I could start accepting bulk orders. But that Papani, bless her heart, she's earnest to a fault, but the girl barely knows her way around a pitchfork, let alone a forge. I've already accepted a hefty order, and I'm afraid we won't have it ready in time. I don't want to let any of my customers down, so I ask you, will you be willing to lend me a hand? You'll be well compensated for your work, promise. And of course. A heartening reply, thank you. I can already sense you've the confidence of a none too shabby artisan. We'd best begin with introductions then. Might I trouble you to fetch Papani? I sent her to Bayside Bevy to purchase materials for pots some time ago, but she hasn't returned. And yes, my accent seems to be switching as I speak. I'm trying to figure out how she speaks. I guess it might be a bit southern or western. Where would she be at? Oh, she's all the way over there. Okay. Hello, Papani. Wait, you're one of the Third Promise's companions, aren't you? You may not recall, but we actually passed by one another in Earthenshire. We did? Oh, are you the one that left? I'm Papani, a former potsworn. I'm honored to finally meet you. Gosh, do I miss how the Moblins spoiled us artisans. They provided every luxury you could imagine. A cot fluffier than alpaca fleece, platters of delectable food. Best of all, they took care of all the cleaning, letting us focus wholeheartedly on our own work. Alas, the storm left them short of supplies and help hands. I realized that the environment I once enjoyed there would not soon return, and made the hard choice to end my potpact and journey here for work. But look at me. We've hardly met, and I'm already talking your ear off. Excuse me, what brings you to this corner of Tyrrell? Mistress Ralsoj requested your assistance with the shop? Oh, forgive me. My ineptitude has inconvenienced even you. Since the day I started working for her, I can't seem to fulfill a single one of Mistress Ralsoj's requests properly. As a potsworn, my work was quite intricate, you see. The Moblins desired only the most lavish and ornate novelties, so that is what I made. I can't even imagine where to begin making household goods. Not even a pot. I spent more time than I cared to admit in front of the soap supplier, trying to guess which materials might be appropriate for forging one, until I just felt utterly overwhelmed, and wound up here. Confounded by a pot. I'm no artisan, I'm a fraud. You know, most people aren't even aware that the potsworn exist. Even bringing it up as a credential here only seems to garner doubt. I feel as if I've begged for work from every shop in Aloud, but none would hire me. No one but Mistress Ralsoj. She knew no more of the potsworn than anyone else, but she welcomed me with open arms instead of disbelief. I want to repay her compassion, her faith in me. So I will. This isn't the time to be moping. I even have a new friend beside me. I can simply relearn the basics, starting with the materials for a pot. But first things first, we should return to Mistress Raoul Soj as she requested. I don't know, you seem a bit arrogant and spoiled if you left the potsworn just because they had a disaster befall them. Oh well. I see. Among the materials available in Tuliolal, ingots smelted from Turali iron ore the most suitable for the forging of a pot. Thanks for bringing her back, Averick. To think Papani didn't even know the makings of a pot. But that can come later. Now that you're both here, I'd like to discuss the bulk order we have lined up. I'll fill you in once you're ready, so just give me a shout. Shral Soj, Metalwares, Wachi Meki Meki. That was the longest thing ever. You may now undertake deliveries for Shral Soj Metalwares. Speak with Raoul Soj to learn more. Hard to read. Raoul Soj is eager to begin her explanation. So I take it you're ready. I will elaborate on the details of the order then. A Hanu farmer requested a large supply of scythes to be used for harvesting reeds. Though reeds are relatively light, they're deceptively firm. That being the case, the both of you will need to take special care of the blades that have a sharp edge, and also make sure the handles have enough girth for the hefty hands of the Hanu. Harvest season draws near and time's tight, but if you can prepare about 6 scythes, Papani and I can handle the rest. I'm counting on you. Now let's get to work. I think the accent seemed to work. I may undertake deliveries. Yes. Sooner we can have those scythes ready, the better. Yes. Special recipes. Class, Wachi Meki Meki. Steam. Okay, reed scythe. So what do we need to craft that? Chondrite ingot. Oh, I sold all my chondrite ingots, I think. Darn it. And whetstone, and I sold all of those too. I should have kept them. Darn it. Wait, no. Raw materials list. Okay, luckily I still have some chondrite, some dimethrite, and some anite. Chondrite's hard to get. Not really hard to get, just tedious to get though. Okay, well I unlocked it at least. Let's continue with the main story. Father first. Wu Clement needs to pay a visit to the palace. Ooh. Right then, I have some things to take care of at the palace. While you can pass the time however you like, I'd suggest you head back to the cabins. After all, even heroes need to rest, and we still have a big journey ahead of us. If you insist. Oh. New quest opened up. Special orders, special deliveries. Oh, there's another one too. For whom the drum beats. Painter on the hill. Okay, looks like those are the only ones. Interesting. Well, let's swing over in that direction then. Probably could have just ran there. Oh well. Hello, hello, peddler. The Hello Peddler has no clue how to navigate to the aloud. Oh, I'm in a pickle. Can't exactly deliver the order if I'm lost now, can I? Curse these twisting streets. You there, with your decidedly unflappable composure. You know your way around these streets, yes? Could you pay a visit to my customers and let them know I brought their orders? Brilliant. Now you'll be looking for 2 different houses in the resplendent quarter. The first has deep blue and yellow walls, with feather decorations that hang from the eaves. The man who lives there is a very eloquent Hanu Hanu. The second is home to a rather voracious Moblin. You're looking for sky blue walls with a yellow roof, a storehouse, and decorative vases out front. I didn't need to remember that, did I? Oh dear, it appears I did. Okay. Up the stairs. Well, what was I looking for again? Oh, nope. I should have just taken better notes, apparently. Hello? Oh, I'm here. Oh. Did you build a pot inside of a house? That's funny. Okay. Oh. I didn't even know this area was over here, I think. Oh, this could be the place. Or not. Oh, here we go. Eloquent Hanu Hanu. Dear me, you mean to say my package has arrived? I had some dried reeds imported from Okano, you see. Ordered them as soon as I heard the crops had recovered. Though I may live in Tuliyola now, I always keep my homeland close to heart. To a Hanu Hanu like myself, there is no greater comfort than the smell of reeds when I walk through the door. Speaking of which, I'd better go fetch them, hadn't I? There are a few areas that could do with a bit of touching up. Could use some windows, I feel like. Is this a bath? Oh, actually, I don't know what this is. Place to soak your feet, I guess? Okay. So yes, I should have paid more attention to the descriptors. Now I'm looking for a Gabi, or Mobby, I guess. Oh, and there he is. Ah, special order of mulled flowers is here at last. Now I have all the ingredients to crafty bake loaves of rot bread. Haven't heard of mulled flour? Mixy blend of wheat and mycotoxins with a sweet stink smell. In Earthenshire, all bread and cookies are crafty baked with an essential element of traditional Mobby cuisine. Since stingy shopkeepers of Tuliyola refuse to stock it, My only option was to bulk buy with a Pelu Pelu goods bearer. Now to go and bring back my package. Many thanks to kind Lowlander. That worked out okay. Yep, hold on a second. Okay. And there's another new quest up here. Painter on the Hill. Precocious Mamuja. Oh, it was a little kid. Oh. Well, hello there, little guy. Precocious Mamuja. Oh, girl, sorry. Is looking for a grown-up she can trust. Hey mister, will you help me? Earlier today, I got a pretty painting of the city from a Shatona painter, and I showed it to my mom, and she really liked it. Then she sent me to deliver this fruit as a thank you gift. But now the painter isn't here anymore, and I don't know what to do. Could you help me look around? Yay! Okay, so the painter was going to make one more picture, like this. Ooh. Which means wherever we can see this view, that's where we'll find him. Oh. You're now carrying the landscape from high ground. Refer back to it as necessary to find the designated location. Aw. Look at her go. Okay. So somewhere up high. Okay, so probably back in this direction. Stairs down. So somewhere further to the east, I think. This might be too high. Nope, what about here? Oh, close. Oh, there they are. Over here? There you are. Hello, Shatona. That's not what I wanted. Hello, Shatona Painter. Greetings, traveler. Oh, and I see you brought the little Mamucha from earlier. I was looking all over for you. My mom said to give you this as our thanks for the pretty painting. Oh. You came all this way just to thank me with a snack? You're far too kind, little one. Just little more than a doodle. I was rewarded enough by the smile on your face. I take it you're her chaperone then? Thank you for looking out for her. This town has a special place in my heart. We Shitona are a long-lived people, and I've had good fortune of watching the community sprout up from nothing. I used to think this country would never amount to much, but seeing all these vibrant cultures thriving alongside each other in harmony, I wish to immortalize its beauty with what talent yet remains to me. You must really love Chuli-Yola, huh? Well, don't worry. Me and my mom are going to love your painting forever and ever and ever. It is an honor, little one. Now then, seeing as I've finished my current painting, I think it's time I found a new vista to admire. I hope to see you around, friends. I never really thought about how pretty our town is. I feel like I learned something today. Thanks again for helping me find the painter, mister. I'm going to take good care of this picture, that I will. But before you go, here, this is for you. Shrimp cocktail. Well, thank you, little guy. Or little girl. Wasn't there another one? Yeah, we're by the drum. Okay. Yeah. I'm relatively close now. Up, 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 up. Oh, look at that. No fall damage at all. That was a shortcut if there ever was one. I see you managed to find them. Thanks to you, the packages have safely reached my customers' hands. Paws? Claws? In the meantime, I've been browsing Bayside Bevy. The shops here all have the most common daily necessities, along with a variety of goods from other far-flung corners of Tyrell. But Chuli-Yola is a melting pot of cultures with their own unique needs, and sometimes limited selection here doesn't cut it. That's where we come in. As peddlers, we travel to those distant locales, buy their most sought-after goods, and deliver them to the residents here. For a price, mind. Speaking of travel, did you come here from Eorzean by chance? I've yet to venture out there for import goods, but one of these days, I might just have to make the trip. Oh, and before I forget, your fee. Okay, now we head over there. Your splendid quarters probably the fastest way. Adventures, how much longer? Oh, 3 minutes each, okay. Let's see if we go down the road here. That should get us to that area. Landsguard Drum Major. Ugh. Brings back PTSD from band. For whom the drum beats. The Landsguard Drum Major has lost track of one of his drummers. Breathtaking, isn't it? I'd wager you'd be hard-pressed to find a more majestic drum anywhere. Alas, exposed as it is to the elements, it requires quite a bit of upkeep, which is where we of the Fife and Drum Corps come in. Speaking of which, what's taking them so long? Say, you strike me as a dependable sort. Might I trouble you to find our new recruit? He was tasked with handling today's inspection. Given how long it's taking him, it's possible we ran into trouble, but I'm supposed to be supervising things here. Check behind the tower and you should find him. Okay. Oh, do you mean up there behind the tower? I misunderstood. Are these rings supposed to be for, like, poles? Was this thing, like, moved here? That's crazy. Ah, there you are. Fresh-faced drummer. Can I help you? Wait, the drum major sent you? Gods be good, I've wasted too much time. I've already finished checking the drum in the tower, mind you, but I just had to go and drop my tools, and now I can't find them. Will you help me look? I could really use a second pair of eyes right now. Oh, speaking of which, drum inspection kit. And now back up we go again. Any luck? Contains myriad instruments with which to test or repair a drum's condition. Oh, I'm so glad you found them. You're a lifesaver, truly. If I dared to report back without them, the major would have drilled me to a fine char. With that settled, I really must return to my other duties. I'd be most grateful if you could inform the major on my behalf. Sure thing. Geronimo! There you are. I'm told you helped our recruit find their inspection kit after he dropped it. Your generosity means more to our community than you might realize. This drum is essential for the protection and well-being of our people. It not only marks the time of day, but also honors the land guard returning home from duty, and in times of crisis, it can be used to warn the populace of danger. That is why we must keep it in pristine condition at all times. But of course, our most common duty, as the Fife and Drum Corps, is to perform as a musical ensemble. It takes tremendous upper arm strength to beat a drum of the scale, and as major, my job is to pound our greenest units into shape. Perhaps I've been slacking. Before I forget, take this. You've earned it. Okay, that should be all the new quests that popped up. So, back to the inn to rest, I guess? Landsguard messenger? You weren't here before. At last. Welcome back, sir. You've had a Landsguard messenger most anxiously waiting your return. Averick of the Third Promise's entourage? I've been looking all over the city for you. The Dawn Servant summons you to the palace. You are to present yourself to the gates guard stationed outside the Sun Perch at your earliest convenience. Oh, and one more thing. You are not to mention this visit to Wuk-Lamat. Oh. Interesting. All the way up here. I'm going to be having an audience with the king. Take my hood off. Although then you see my hair clip through the back, but most of the time they focus on my front. Ooh, this is a battle. Yeah, I'm definitely switching to Viper. Oh wait. There we go. The Dawn Servant awaits you within. While I was not informed of the reason for your audience, in terms of attire, I would suggest full battle regalia. Oh. Item level 655. What item level am I? Nope, just about there. Okay, so I should be fine. Okay. Does he want to duke it out with us? I think we could get a little closer.
Forgive me this sudden summons. When I learned my daughter's champion was back in the city, I couldn't resist the opportunity.
That's what I thought. Oh, come on, smile. There we go.
And they call me head of resolve for good reason. Old as I am, I have not lost a battle worthy of the name since the day I took the throne. And I've been craving a proper challenge. The lance wielder, Eorzean, he fought well enough, but our bout was ended before a victor could be decided. Judging by the sailors' gossip, you are a warrior of renown in your homeland. Yet I wonder, with all your deeds done and victories won, are you warrior enough to stand against me?
I certainly hope so. Why don't we find out?
A spirited answer. Why not indeed?
See, if Xenos wanted to get my attention for fighting, this is the way to get my attention. Oh!
The battle rages upon me. I'll stop short of killing you, of course, but expect no other mercies. Come, ready your arms, and show me the truth of the tales.
All right.
Give it your all! I want a fight to remember! Let's test the waters.
Okay, you can guess how it's gonna go. Uh-oh. Steel strike. That's what I thought.
I see you now, the Viper Star.
Oh, so I do.
Let's see how you handle this.
Uh-oh. Oh! Well, I wasn't guessing that. this gonna be different? Ah, crap.
The spearman did not lie. Very well.
Oof.
Resolve and rethinking. All right. Did you think you had my measure? Take that!
Memory game. Ow.
Just holding up?
Ah, what is this? What is this? Oh, ow, 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 ow. I'm dying. Oh dear.
We're far from finished.
Stay out of the way. What is this?
No more holding back.
Oh. Okay, tower.
Stay alert.
Oh shoot, there's another one. Ow. Crap.
You'll fight well indeed.
I don't know if I deserve that. Oh, crap. I think here's gonna be somewhat safe. Nope, I was wrong. Oh crap. Ugh. Is this right? There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Think I figured it out a bit more. Uh-oh. Crap. Is here safe? Nope, it's not safe at all. That didn't go well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, double. Oh boy.
Now we'll see what you're truly made of.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Which one was first? Crap. Oh. I know it's probably scripted to make it seem harder than it is.
You've shown me more than enough.
Oh. Yeah, that was actually pretty tough. Yikes. Oh.
I brought my full strength to bear against opponents before, but you are the first to withstand it.
Hi, Marshy, and thanks. That was scary.
Even with my head of reason asleep, I never expected you to give me so much trouble. Estinian did not exaggerate. You are a force to be reckoned with. Now, a confession. I said I crave a challenge, and that was no lie. But I had another reason for calling you here. I had to judge for myself if you were fit to attend my beloved daughter. In some respects, she is much like me. Hard-headed and prone to rush into danger. But one with your talents could readily dispatch the threats that bar Lamachi's way. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliyola, but a concerned father. Thank you. Then tell me, given your journey together thus far, what is your impression of Lamachi? Whether he be as their promise or just a companion on the road. Speak your mind.
I do think she's not ready to rule yet, but she does have potential.
A tactful response, but agreed. She is not ready for the throne. Not yet. Lama T thinks she understands our many peoples. Their histories, their cultures, their beliefs. But she knows only what she's seen in the capital. And it's not only her who concerns me. Even this early in the contest, you must have realized. As potential rulers, all 4 claimants are lacking. This is why I elected to hold the right of succession. Not to choose a fitting candidate, but to cultivate one. And if no one has impressed me by the end of it, then to no one will I yield my throne. As a parent, I pray that my children rise to the occasion. With outsiders dragged into my game, I am also hopeful that the different perspectives you and your companions have to offer will inspire them to grow. I imagine you in particular have traveled many lands, know many peoples and cultures, loved them and being loved in turn. Guide Lama T as you think best. Walk at her side and, when needed, push her to walk ahead.
I knew it. There I was, about to sit down for some of Namika's cooking, when I heard that Papa had sent for you. You were dueling behind my back, weren't you?
I see there is no point in denying it. You needn't worry, daughter. I took care not to inflict lasting injuries. You and your ally may return to the contest without disadvantage. No harm done.
I swear, just as I was learning newfound respect for my father. Let's take our leave of this battle-mad oaf before he calls on the rest of my entourage.
Oh, come on, you have a really good dad.
Watch over her, champion. Kona's recruits are no less sharp, as one might expect of Galof's countrymen. They saw the flaws in our claimants from the outset. The other two, though, they dismiss comrades willing to point out their shortcomings, and no good can come of it.
That was fun. I think Gulu Jaja might be one of my favorite characters in this game now. I like him a lot. Oh, don't say that, Wugumat. If he had his way, Papa would keep dueling until the day he dies. I was just hoping not to bring up a death flag. Even now, I know of only 3 people who didn't need to be carried away after their bouts. Zaraja, your lance-wielding friend Estinian, and yourself. You really do live up to your fearsome reputation. I'm curious, though. Did Papa want anything else of you? Just a sparring partner. Well, if that's all it was... Oh shoot. Switch back to ninja. Shape of Peace. Uklamat thinks it's time to gather her allies for the road ahead. I still haven't had one bite of Namika's food thanks to Papa's nonsense, so I'm going back to finish my plate before I head out. I've otherwise asked everyone to meet at the Forard cabins. Come and join us after you've had a moment to recover, eh? Damn it, Papa. It's so cute she refers to him as Papa, too. And I can block out that one for now, too. Are my retainers done? They are. In that case, let's jump to my inn room real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Complete. Reassign. Complete. Reassign. Complete. Reassign. And later on, you could sell them. Oh, their price dropped too. Huh. I'll put a few out. 1793. Actually, let's see, 1795. 2 gold won't matter. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Await your companions and continue with the rite of succession? Yes. I'm inside of everybody. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Is that it? You're all set to go? I left Eorzean prepared to travel in search of work, so I had few belongings to begin with. Bidding farewell to my fellow artisans took rather a lot of time, however. Again, I appreciate you making this commitment, Fonfontaine. Shall we depart for Earthenshire, then?
A word before you go.
Who's this? Wokivu, what are you doing here?
Ah,
I spend my days correcting manners, and here I am perpetrating grave offense of delaying the third promise's departure. Please take up your axe and rend my flesh into taco meat. Lest your demands be so gruesome. Besides, I told you that kind of thing doesn't bother me. Alright then, I won't let it bother me either. This guy. What was all that about? You don't want to know. I'd come to the city to purchase supplies when I spotted your entourage getting ready to leave. You seek the City of Gold, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. It's the final step of the rite of succession. If you know anything about the subject, I'd love to hear it. Then allow me to be of service. As you know, legends of the Golden City have been passed down into Rao for 1,000 years. Yet, when it comes to describing the place itself, the stories do not always agree. Some portray it as one might expect, a glittering metropolis of golden towers. Others suggest it is more unassuming and owes the name to a fabulous treasure hidden at its heart. Every telling, however, has a common thread. Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The lesson to be learned from this third promise is that to seek the legend is to court death. I must implore you to proceed with the utmost care. That is all I wish to say. I shall pray for your safe journey. Thank you, Wukivu. What are we to make of these cautionary tales? If every expedition has ended in tragedy, how then did the Dawn Serpent find the city and return without incident? It seems the legend originated with the Yokoi. Speaking with them remains our strongest lead, I feel. A lead we shall follow in time. But first, let us see Fontaine safely into the Moblins' care. Oh, teleported straight there. That's handy. Meanwhile, in Kozamauka... Oh.
Finding a willing artisan was even easier than expected. Many indeed are eager to curry favor with the Resilient Sun, especially if it means sharing the promise of new territories.
Those who prove useful will have all the land they desire.
Such generous words, yet the manner in which he speaks them. If neither wealth nor territory are of value, wherefore does he seek to bring the world to heel?
Step aside. Remind me, there was no rule against poaching craftsmen from other claimants, was there?
Do not be foolish, Bakul Jaja.
Foolish would be carrying on with these dull feats when all I need to win are the keystones. And besides, it's long past time I humble this arrogant one-head. The Dawn Serpent may have sired you against all odds, but there is nothing blessed about your birth. Only a two-head is fit to rule. Only we are worthy. Face me in battle, and learn your place.
A moment, first promise. Leave him alive, if you would. I foresee a use for this nuisance.
Too scared to make the first move? Then allow me!
Oh, yeah.
But he's just a runt.
My thanks for your restraint.
I can kill him whenever I please.
Your part in this is far from over.
I don't think Saroja is a bad guy. I want to like him, so I don't know. We're back, and we've brought with us a willing potsworn. This is Fontaine, a talented goldsmith who once worked at Eschtain's Ascetics in Ul'dah. Wonderful. Impressive. You are the first to return, third promise. And with an artisan from across the salt, no less. We welcome you and your unique skills to Earthenshire. Helphand will show you to the workpot. This is it then. I look forward to hearing you proclaim Dawn Servant. Thank you, Fontaine. I'll be sure not to disappoint you. You have met the requirements of the Feat of Pots. Red Rock presents your keystone with joy smiles and well-wishing. That makes 3. More potsworn candidates? Come, come, tell Red Rock your tales. Another feat accomplished, another keystone acquired. Oh ho ho, you are doing well. I expected nothing less of Jaraja's esteemed siblings. Your cleverness in particular is most admirable, second promise. We must have you apply that Charlian knowledge you so cherish, and arm Jara with weapons of magic tech design. In your role as the new Dawn Servant's chief advisor, of course. The tools of war hold no interest for me. I only wish to improve our nation through practical innovations. Foreign powers will think twice about testing our strength once Tuliyollal is known for its advanced technology. Just as the Garlean Empire was deterred from invading Sharlayan. That may well be true. But how long will it take Tuliyollal to progress to this advanced state? How many years? With a collective commitment to education and hard work, it should not take so very... Your way is too slow. Easier to expand our territory and swallow Sharlayan whole. Conquer other nations through force of arms, and you're looking at a future of uprisings and bloodshed. Yours wouldn't be the first failed empire. Then we keep fighting, until the mounting costs convince them to lay down their weapons, until all have grown tired of loss. How would such an outcome bring anyone joy? What you propose is a mockery of peace. Rock is reminded of days long ago. In the time before Tuliyollal, there were no potpacts for the potsworn. It was normal to grab snatch artisans and force them to work for mobbies. Until the day Gulojaja arrived. The families of the grab snatch pleaded with him, and so he came to Earthenshire. Wobbies are not a war-make people. We feared death had come for us, but Gulojaja just wanted to talk. Be at ease. We are here to trade words, not blows. The gold work crafted in this village is superb. One can tell at a glance the quality of materials used, the mastery of technique employed. Yet it does not stir the heart. A goblet shaped by bound hands and broken spirit is devoid of luster. Compare that now to the works of a joyful artisan. She pours her very soul into her creations, and they shine like the newly risen sun. Have you not seen this to be true? And so began the custom of good living. Happy potsworn make good works, and good works make mobbies happy. Gulojaja's words were wise. Joy smiles did indeed bring fine craft and much jingly shine. So the head of reason was behind the forging of potpacts. Yes, reason and clever thing changed Mobby's way of life. The first promise tires of your talk of olden days. We would rather look to the future and the next feat. Look at that creepy grin. I don't like that guy. We should be getting on as well. Bucko Jaja never did come back, did he? Do you have a moment, Third Promise? Rakarok would repay you for hand helping with Kahe. He brings a tale of the Golden City. Really? I'd love to hear it. The towers, the streets, all fashioned from gold. Everywhere you look, every splendor you can imagine. The young, the old, and everyone in between, they live in golden happiness, a city of eternal bliss, forever perched above the clouds. Ooh. Everything fashioned from gold, eh? And just imagine everyone living in golden happiness. Now that's a city I'd like to visit. Excuse me, Rakarok. Where did you hear that particular tale? From our longtime Yokoi friends. They live up in the mountains, in Urkopacha. The giants again. Seems everything is pointing us their way. This feat and everything leading up to it has taught me much about the Moblin way of life. I'll be sad to leave Earthenshire and your joy smiles behind. Happy mobbies. It unsettles me that Zuraja is even a claimant in the first place. Surely his father cannot condone his violent ambitions. The head of reason in Redorok's story sounds so different from the head of resolve. They share the same body, yet their personalities are wholly distinct. These tales raise many questions. Let us hope the giants have the answers. The stories describe a place of boundless happiness, but are also rife with dire warnings of seekers who did not return. What are we to make of this? Maybe they're so happy they don't return? That seems unlikely. Right, we should go see the giants next. Agreed. Golden mysteries notwithstanding, their village is featured prominently in the saga and is not to be ignored. The Urkopacha highlands should be easy enough to reach from here. If we leave Earthenshire from the west, there's a road which leads up to the mountains. Let's find that first. Okay, and now we have new quests. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few fates here and there. Well, I think for the moment, I'm going to take a little break. Been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I'm going to get some food in my system. Maybe I'll start playing again. Although I might jump back to Zenless Zone 0 as well, just to see what happens in there. But anyway, regardless, either way, thanks for watching. And yeah, hope you tune in next time. Bye-bye.